matriculation, which will open door to graduation. In this way, it created people like Shahzad Dada, other I don't want to name, but I can name you 6 or 7 people in the present field who have excelled there and made their way out by passing matriculate through memorization.
How did you find the time?
Time, yes. I married in 1954. 1954, yes. And my wife, I give me full credit to do my work, which I should do, keeping children, educating children, and following the children, of course, under advice to me. So, time was no problem. Once you start early, go to college, finish at 11, come to shop, go home, have dinner, and then come to memorization organization. So when your home minister doesn't complain, it allows you to continue, and I'm grateful to her.
So like behind every successful man, there's a successful woman. After graduating,
yes, after graduation, I told my family, we had a small tobacco factory, but that was not successful, that I want to go into textile business, because my friends are in textile and my sixth sense tells me I can do more in textiles. It was difficult to get permission in West Pakistan at that time. So I applied for East Pakistan. We had a branch there. And I got permission in 8 days. And I started my first factory in 1961 in Chittagong Hill Tract, which was 48 miles from Chittagong. And that was knitting polyester. At that time, very famous polyester dupatta, laces, as well as in East Pakistan. So all the caps that were worn were made from our Royal Textile. It was named Royal Textile cap. Right. So in that way, we were introduced to polyester. In 1967, we thought that due to political turmoil, which we foresaw, because we were in health tribunal, we could meet each and every people, and they were right, that they were not being treated nicely, and it would be better if they get separated. So we got permission, let us say permission, IDPP permission to set up a similar industry at 110% premium.
Wow.
And we got 1 acre, 2 acre allotted in site, which is still there. It is named Mustaq and Company and Mustaqim Industries.
So in 68, well before partition, you saw the tea leaves, writing on the tea leaves, and you decided to diversify and come to what's now Pakistan or West Pakistan.
Yes, it was very written on mirror that unless we do something, we give them the proper treatment, which was not given. I would say it was our mistake from our big brothers over here. It will happen, and it happened.
Looking back at that experience and looking what's happening right now in our country, do you draw any analogies, and do you see some of those same mistakes being made by big?
Well, let's say our company, the big brothers respect the younger brothers. The father respects the children. They give more chance to them, more credit and more respect to them. So, also in Pakistan, now this Pakistan, we have big brothers. The big brothers, they give more respect to small brothers. I will be direct instead of direct.
That's fine. I understand. It's being clear, so it's good.
And then I think, and normally, any company or any country lives where the big brother gives more and respect. It's not money, respect. To the younger brother, the unity remains. So I hope we learn a lesson. And I remember Lyndon Johnson saying the punishment of forgetting history is repetition of history. So let us hope it doesn't happen.
Let's hope that too. With marching along in 68, you then continued on and you started with Bonanza.
Yes, in 75, when I used to go to Europe in a year I had to go there 4 times to find out items which could be manufactured and which could be marketed in Pakistan with local adoption. These were very successful. I found that every time I get back, I brought a bag full of St. Michael sweaters. So I thought, why not? Why not put up a sweater making plant here? And that was the start of Bonanza. And when we started Bonanza, I stayed 3 months in Leicester, understanding how St. Michael got it made. They didn't make it. They got it made. What were their standards? I made all the manufacturers and we tried to copy them. And you know, the ones who follow the people are better.
So clearly you did not just take the idea, you then pursued it and really understood the drivers of that business and what...
So let me tell you one more thing.
Yes, please.
The Royal Textile, which was knitting polyester, we used to import yarn. There we used to import yarn on bonus, which was priced 50%. Here the polyester yarn was being imported at 150% bonus. We used to import from there, send it here, make a lot of profit. That started our polyester business. Then when we started 68 plant, we needed a polyester yarn texturized. We wouldn't get it. So we started a texturizing business here. And so Royal Textile, Musta are the mothers of Gatron.
And then came Gatron.
Then came Gatron. And with the Gatron, we were told that without raw material production, it would fail. So we planned from the beginning that we will have a raw material making, that is polyester chip making plant. And in 4 phases we planned it. By the grace of God, Allah was very kind to make us successful. Different items, different planning, and in planning, like many other industries, they over-invoiced and kept the money, we under-invoiced and put more and far better money to produce better yarn and to get a return thereafter. So God was kind to give us that sense of understanding. Then we put up a polyester plant, a chip making plant, which was to cater filament making. From that we knew that this plant can be adapted by addition of another plant to make PET chips. So we started manufacturing PET chips in Gatron on a small capacity. It was very difficult. Difficult because it must be approved by world companies like Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola and other water bottlers. We got it approved with a small plant, then set up a new plant under the name of Novatex, which is now producing 600 tons a day.
So it seems like the cornerstone of your success, obviously again echoing what Hussain mentioned about integrity and being honest to yourself, and then obviously a very methodical planning, the 4-phase planning that you highlighted. Can you elaborate on that, because we see remnants of that in your MMI also?
Let me tell you one thing first. Yes, Honorable Hussain Dada said, education is a must. I was the first graduate of my family, and I found out that education opens up your mind and also grasping power. And if you use your mind, if you use your knowledge, then you also get the adapting power. So from that on, we selected one item, worked hard on it to develop it. We European thought it will not be developed here, and marketed it. And we went on copying some items which were costly, and substitute made of cotton was cheaper, and it would look like a synthetic material. 60%, 70% was cotton, and people will buy it more than that, and we made a lot of profit. So I would say, as I told you, the persistent persuasion of a purpose. If you do it, you can achieve it. Of course, unity among brothers gives independent mind to think only one side. Our family had a very good departmentalized work. One brother doing accountancy work, one brother doing selling work, sales department, and other brother doing finance. And then we sit together, discuss every week. Again, everybody did it work without poking nose. They looked at the balance sheet rather than the work.